Hello everyone, welcome back to Purple Rose Crafts. Today we're going to go into how to make this beautiful front post and back post double crochet ribbing. Beautiful option for the edge of a hat or even the body of a hat, or you can even do a dishcloth in this fashion. Kind of give you a lot of like really great texture. Hopefully you guys can see that. If you are not familiar with our channel or this is the first time you're watching us, I am Amanda, the creator behind Purple Rose Crafts, and I've been knitting and crocheting for well over 25 years at this point. So if you are a beginner knitter or crocheter, you're in the right place. Let's get into this video. So I just grabbed some Bernat Handicrafter cotton, and this is our soft gray color, and we also grabbed a 4mm crochet hook. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is our ergonomic set that I've been using for the last little while. Honestly, super loving this set of crochet hooks. It really is a nice handle. I like the weight of it in my hand, and the hook is definitely really versatile for all of my crocheting. All right, so let's get into it. We'll be right back. All right, so to get started with our front post and back post double crochets, what I've done here is I've just created a small swatch and I've started a row of chains. I did 16 chain stitches, and then I double crocheted into each of the stitches around, of course, from the third chain from my hook all the way down to the end of the row. Okay, so now to go ahead and get started with our front post and back post double crochets, what we're going to do is chain 2 at the beginning of the row and turn our work around. So now we're going to work into the reverse, into the back of the row. Now, if you're working on something that's like a hat and you're working in the round, that's fine. You can just continue working in a circle, and you're going to work from the front, of course. In that case. In our previous video where we talked about the waffle stitch, we talked about the front post double crochet, but we'll go over it again now. Okay, so we're going to yarn over our hook because we're doing double crochets. So yarn over once. Now we're going to go ahead and insert our crochet hook into around the post. So basically this is our double crochet that we're working into. And what we want to do is we want to work around the body of the stitch. Okay, so this is the body. And so we're going to wrap our crochet hook around behind and out the front. Okay, so because we're looping from the front, we're looking at the front of the stitch when we do it. We're going to, this is called a front post double crochet. So we'll yarn over, bring our yarn back through, and finish off our double crochet. Okay, so let's do that one again. Now yarn over, come around the stitch and back out the front. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. And we're going to bring our yarn over and back through and finish off our double crochet. Okay, so there we have our first 2 front post double crochets. Now we're going to actually do a couple of back post double crochets as well. So to do that, we're going to yarn over again, and now we're going to bring our crochet hook around, and now we're going to go through around from the back of the stitch. So there's our stitch that we want to work into, and so we're going to bring our crochet hook down and around through the back of the stitch. Okay, now yarn over, draw up our loop, and then we're going to finish off our double crochet from there. Okay, so that's what it looks like from a back post double crochet. So let's do that one again. Yarn over. Now we're going to turn our work over. See our double crochet here, that's the one from the first row, and we're going to insert our crochet hook in and back out. Now keeping in mind we are working on the back of the stitch, so this is a back post double crochet, and yarn over, pull through, yarn over, oops, stuck. Okay, yarn over, and then finish our double crochet there. Okay, so that's our 2, and now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets again. Okay, so let's come back in and around our row, and in and around from the front. Okay, now if you need to go ahead and rewind the video and watch those 2 stitches again, absolutely, by all means. And around the back again. Now I don't actually usually love the way that 2 stitches look together as like a double, you know, a 2x2, say, ribbing in this case. Like if you have a look, so there is what we've done. Now this doesn't actually compute all that well to like a ribbing stitch. So I usually like to do a 1 by 1. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this back and we're going to work in a 1 by 1 ribbing now that you've seen how to do the stitches. Okay, so we've done our first front post double crochet here, and now we're going to do a back post, and then we're going to go ahead and do another front post and a back post all the way across our row, and this is going to create a really cool crochet ribbing. So we're going back and forth across the row. So we finished off our row with just a regular double crochet, and now what we have here is, if you can see like the texture that's happening in this yarn when we use our front post and back post double crochets, and it is reversible. Super fun. Now I like to do about maybe 3 or 4 rows of this for the brim of a hat, depending on the size of the hat, of course. Maybe a little smaller if it's like a newborn hat, or bigger of course if it's, you know, for an adult. But it really does just kind of give this like nice stretchy edge to a hat. You could also do this in a dishcloth, or, you know, basically whatever you like. But that's it. That's our front post and back post double crochets, and it can create a really nice, you know, say edging. I've even done this one actually through the body of a hat and then finished off with just a couple rows of single crochet. Super fun, and it looks really cute in a baby hat. And one other tip I wanted to point out with the ribbing here is that you'll want to match up each stitch as you move along into the 3rd row and 4th row. So if you see the stitch popping out of our work, you want to do a front post double crochet, and if you see it kind of sticking out the back, you want to do a back post double crochet over that. Okay, so that's just my tips for working on this ribbing, and it really just does honestly give you some really great texture. And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the like and the bell to be notified of future videos. Okay, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.